Everybody online, looking good.
I just want to be ready in case anything wacky happens.
I wish you'd start now.
Get to work!
Monday morning chit-chat at the water cooler.
I hate Mondays.
The only reason to have done stuff over the weekend.
I'm not a Monday guy.
I'm not crazy about them either. I also don't like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays.
Action stations, action stations. This is not a drill. Repeat. Action stations, action stations.
It's showtime, folks! Woo!
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 claimed the top spot at the box office for the third weekend in a row with an estimated $21.6 million. Mockingjay, part of the massively successful franchise, has now earned $257 million in North America. DreamWorks animation Penguins of Madagascar came in second, earning $11.1 million. The R-rated comedy Horrible Bosses 2 took the third place spot with $8.6 million for an unimpressive two-week total of $36.1 million. That's about 40% less than the previous installment at the same point. As the fallout from the cyber attack on Sony Pictures Entertainment continues to grow, it now appears that the leaked files include the social security numbers of more than 47,000 current and former employees, including celebrities like Sylvester Stallone. Other names whose personal information has shown up in the files include director Judd Apatow and actress Rebel Wilson. Data security firm Identity Finder analyzed 33,000 of the documents and found personal information, salaries, and home addresses for individuals who worked at Sony Pictures as far back as 2001. A group calling itself Guardians of Peace has taken credit for the cyber attack, which first hit the studio on November 24th. North Korea is denying any involvement in this. Not that this is really important in the big picture when you consider the hideous things he's being accused of, but Bill Cosby finds himself short one prestigious military award. On Thursday of last week, Secretary of the Navy Ray Mabus issued a public statement revoking an honorary title of Chief Petty Officer bestowed on Cosby in 2011, citing the wave of recent sexual abuse allegations as cause. Mabus said in a statement, "The Navy is taking this action because allegations against Mr. Cosby are very serious and are in conflict with the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment." Cosby served 4 years in the U.S. Navy, enlisted in 1956, and was discharged in 1960. Meanwhile, comedian Jerry Seinfeld recently said the Bill Cosby allegations are incomprehensible. But not as incomprehensible as the deal with airplane peanuts, but still pretty incomprehensible. A New York City police officer voted Cop of the Year has been busted buying cocaine. Ha! What's next? A legendary father figure busted for date rape? Wait, what? The Sony PlayStation debuted this week back in 1994. To give you an idea of how times have changed, back then, Bill Clinton was the perv and Bill Cosby the saint. Little Richard turned 82 this weekend. He's credited by many as the man who created rock and roll. It's just too bad he's had to live long enough to see Mumford & Sons destroy it. They announced the start of filming on the next James Bond movie. Apparently this one's going to be a bit different. In this one, Bond kills a whole lot of guys and sleeps with a bunch of women. Health experts are advising us to take our flu shots, but admit that it may not be effective against the particular strain of flu that's emerging as most prevalent this season. Isn't that kind of like being at the North Pole before discovering that your bear gun only works on grizzlies? A New York State appellate court has ruled that a chimpanzee does not have the same legal rights as a human, no matter how well it plays Call of Duty. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report every weekday. Make sure to check out the Being Frank Show starring Frank D'Angelo, live Tuesdays and Thursdays here on NSS at 3 p.m. Eastern.